Today we're going to have a tour of a little tea processing facility here in Shizuoka, Japan. Across the street from this tea store is a small family-run tea processing facility operated by a friend of my father-in-law. And the family lives in the house behind the tea factory here and then operates their little facility in front here. And we're going to have a little tour of the inside and see how tea is processed. Freshly cut tea that has just been cut from the fields, and it's brought down here to sit and to dry out a little bit. And so now the tea process has begun. We're beginning to move the tea from these big baskets into this little hopper. Pulls it up. いい匂いね. So she puts it by hand into the hopper here, and then these little prongs slowly move it up the conveyor belt over the top. And down here we have the steamer. So the tea is being steamed in this device here. Over the top. Oh, got a little fog up there. Now the tea is coming through here. Freshly steamed tea is dropping onto this conveyor belt. Coming up. Goes up and around and into there. And this device here is mixing it all up. 何分ここで
45分ぐらい。
45分。45 minutes. はい。
24度。
おお、そうですか。
24度。
So the tea, so hot air is being blown into the tea at 85 degrees Celsius. That's the cooking temperature. Wow, that's good. Now the roasted tea, this is the tea that's been cooked, is going to be deposited onto this hopper. There we go. That's all the fresh roasted tea just made. And it comes up here to this little device here, lifting the tea up. Okay, so the tea is going up, coming back down the hopper, and here it comes. Being deposited down through the chute into this device here. Now this is where the tea actually gets ground up, so to speak. It's not actually being ground as much as it's kind of being crushed. And this releases all of the fluids and all the contents of the tea. This process was done by hand years before. So we just released the tea that has been ground up here onto this shaking conveyor. Which we'll bring it over here to this elevator. Drives the tea up here to the top, back down through this chute, and then into this big drum. Where the tea will be dried. And there's hot air being injected through here. Alright, after the tea has been further roasted in the drum. It's then moved over to what I think is my favorite part of the whole process. The machine that's kind of scoops it up, moves it around, and makes it active. This machine has a very interesting job. You put the tea in these various stalls, and the mechanisms here act to shift the tea around, and then bring it up and have it run over some little graters. Okay, let's take a look. Here you can see these brushes. They're scooping the tea and lifting it into the center area. From the center area, it then goes down into a little rolling area, and you can't really see it too well. And the tea kind of gets squished up. It really just activates the tea leaf, brings out the essence of the tea leaf. The smell here is incredibly good. Any tea that falls off the sides is then scooped up by these little scooper arms and brought back up, and a little tray moving around brings it back into position for the brushes, which then do the cycle all over again. Very, very interesting. This machine represents the very last stage in the tea production process. This is the chopper, the machine that will chop the tea up into its final form. After the tea has been aerated and kind of moved around in this big machine over there, it's then deposited here in this big hopper, and it moves up this conveyor belt very slowly. You can see there's a little brush that kind of brushes off the extra large pieces, keeps anything big out. And it goes up into the machine where blades and knives are being used to chop the tea up into fine pieces, which will then come out of this little chute here and deposit there, and there's the final product. Here it comes. There's fresh Japanese green tea, shincha. First tea of the season, coming out already. Still warm.
また違った味が。
So here's some of the tea that they've made. This is some of the beautiful tea. This is their shinte that they made themselves.
ちょっとね、
はい。
明かりが少ないので。すごいじゃないですか。お父さんがずーっとビデオに入りますね。
お父さんどう？
お父さんどう？
おいしい。Good。おいしいね。ありがとうございました。
ああ、それはまあ緑と緑色とピンクがあって、このままよりこういうものにね、こういう風になると少しはこうちょっと贈答用に、
贈答用にね、
ギフトっぽくなるでしょ。
綺麗ですね。
こういう感じで。
いや、こういう声してもらおう。すみません、じゃあ。
すみませんでした。面白かった。ありがとうございました。So that's been our tour of the tea factory. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video tour of our local tea factory. The family who run this particular tea factory are the Oyama family, and while supplies last, we'll be carrying 100-gram packets of their shincha in our eBay store, the Old Tokaido. So thanks for watching, and I hope you'll consider dropping by the store and perhaps giving their tea a try. Thanks again. Bye-bye.